In today's video, this is going to be part 4, I think, of What If Civilization Started Over. In the last video, we saw 3 more countries, I think, pop up. Maybe 2. I think in last video, we only had these 2 countries pop up. This country, I think, was the part 2. So, yeah. But we can see that the entirety of the Middle East has basically been discovered and has been taken control by other countries. And yeah, we're seeing some dispute over here because we have a some of the green team have made a little bit of a thing. You know, that's all I'm gonna say is a thing. They did something. They've basically taken half of Cyprus, and that does not that doesn't make the yellow team happy. So yellow team will, you know, that's after they successfully make the trip. If you know from last video, they tried to make a trip, but you know they kind of failed and they were lost at sea and died. But then they eventually fully after successfully doing it, they saw that the yellow team was here and they decided to take it over. Whoops. But yeah, they decided to take it over, and yeah, I guess even that part too. Actually, no. Just gonna do that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Alright. But yeah, now the yellow team and the green team kind of have a conflict, but they just, you know, they walk it off and say, I'm sorry. And, you know, yeah. It's kind of crazy that worked. They said, I'm sorry, and now they're okay. They ask, can we keep it? And they say, yeah, sure, it was just a little island. So, yeah. Over here, we haven't seen much expansion from this team, but they are now starting their expansion. And they start going this way. This team is part of they're very big expansionists. They are wanting to expand. They came from, whoops, too far. They came from the red team and moved all along the coast until, oh, hold on. They moved all along the coast like this until they found a nice sweet spot, and they, you know, started expanding from there, and they put their capital city where basically modern day Tunis is. Tunis is. Tunis is, you know. But yeah, they just expand along the coast, like, you know, all the other countries have done. And you know, this is a different type of scenario. Everybody in this country right now, they're wanting to expand. So they don't mind being far away from the capital, but, you know, they can't really sustain. Again, like I said in the last video, or the video before last. Yeah, in the video before last, and last video, I guess, both of them I said something about it. Whoops. Well, I mean, I did that on purpose, but, you know, it doesn't matter. I said something about how, being too far away from the capital can lead to, corruption and destabilization. Except I didn't say those big words. But yeah, so we're gonna see more from this team that's like expanding along the coastline and being able to like this. This is barely stable. Like over here, it's barely stable. That's why they move that way, because they're not wanting to expand no more. But yeah, I did, okay, yeah, I have a capital up there. But after they get down to about here, they'll decide, let's stop expanding along the coastline and let's go more into the land. And, you know, it's a lot of desert. They're not going to find much. So they're just connecting back up with their main area, and, you know, yeah. That's what happens. And as you can see, the capital isn't really in that good of a spot. So they decide, since not a lot of people are here right now, let's just move it. So they move it to about right here. near, over here. That's all I got. I was going to say near the Iberian Peninsula, but, you know, decided not to. There we go. Now we actually have a strait. The red team has now figured out about the darker red team, and they do not like them. They actually despise them for leaving their country, and now they are actually a pretty big country. I think the strongest country right now, probably the yellow. No, not the yellow team, because they just dealt with a rebellion. Probably the red team still, but second is probably the green team. They are the most compact, and they're like, since their capital is more into the sea, it's, you know, it works out. This is that's a little much, but, you know, it's fine. We'll see up here, this country, if you didn't see last video, this country is more of a, I want to be cold country. So they, went up here, and they started to form their own little civilization, and now they own all this. And yeah, they're doing pretty good right now, I guess you could say. But I think the next thing, I don't know what the next thing will be. Also down here, these two do not get along well. They literally like split it. This country literally split in half because it owned this half down here until you know, the dark purple team took it. We'll see that from this team. Wait, no, this team. There's a rebellion happening, of course. Why would there be a rebellion? I don't know. But in this area, right along here, there is a red team rebellion. They are, you know, they take all that. You know. Here we go. Yeah, perfect. And that's the new country. Really, let me like neaten up. Let's make these borders more nice. There we go. It also takes the coast on there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so, the red team, or now this is more of a, it's more orange, so, the first civilization, I don't know why it's a team, the first civilization, country thing, this one, just suffered a huge loss in land from a rebellion, that is really just pro yellow team. This team is not pro yellow team. They want to fight the yellow team. In all fairness, they are wanting to absolutely destroy the yellow team. They despise them. But, you know, too bad. Because now, if you fight the yellow team, you'll have a rebellious team fight you as well. So now they're kind of stuck on, if they want to invade someone, it'll have to be the pink team. But they're on pretty good relations with the pink team. Not like insanely good, but they're on better relations than the other teams. But yeah, I think the next thing that will happen is that we'll just have a another. Well, it's not rebellion, but there are people leaving a country to go to another part, and that is sadly the green. Hold on, let me make sure. Oh yeah, hold on. What is that? No, that's like literally the same. Yeah, so they'll basically just, you know, they'll go from here, so they can't really, like, because they notice what happened to, the green team. I probably said that last video. And they'll go this way, across the Adriatic Sea, and make it into the Italian Peninsula. And, you know, With them making it into the Italian peninsula, they'll head north, and then they'll eventually head south, where they'll take all that. And yeah, now we basically have a new Rome. It's not good really, but you know, it's weird. It's really weird. Yeah, I don't know how to put it. It's weird. They'll eventually make it over to Sicily and take the entirety of that. They see these islands, but they don't want to risk it because they are too small and they are actually not connected in real life. So why is that there? And hold on. This is still getting on my This is still getting on my nerves. Hold on. There we go. Bring that back. Don't bring that back. And whoop. Boom. There we go. Alright. We're fine now. We're fine. But yeah, they take basically the entirety of the, like, 2/3 of the Italian peninsula. And now we have a lot of green on the map. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 different shades of green. I mean, technically, you can make any color from green. Technically, if you think about it, you can shade it up, you know, do different exposure, you know. Green can eventually turn into red, and there's 1, 2, 3 red teams. And green can eventually turn into yellow, and there's 2 of those, which brown is a version of yellow, and blue is a version of green, yellow, red. It doesn't matter. Red and blue make purple, and if you lighten purple, it makes the pink. Okay, what am I going on about? But yeah, we're basically saying that a lot of these countries do not like being part of their country, and you know that's sad. But we're gonna see that there's one country that's very passionate about you know, what they do, and that's this country, because all of them moved away to you know, be part of an expansionist group, and that's what they did. Down here, we'll basically see. Well, I mean, I've already told you about this. This country is more of an expansion group. They're more. I mean, no. This is a more exploring. They are more into exploring than expanding. I've told you that the video before last when they broke away from this country. But since we've seen that they are more of an exploring, and they're done exploring. They've explored pretty far down, and you're about to see how far down after the video cuts, because you know, I just need more time in this video. Yes, it might seem crazy that they expanded that much, but they have explored all the area that they have taken is area they explored. They wanted to explore the entirety of the coastline, but you know, a lot of people started dying, so they started heading back, where even more people died. And like there was like 1,000 to 2,000 people exploring down this area. And there was only about like 300 and, well, maybe 500 people, 450 people that came back and told them about it, and they said it looks very nice. So they, you know, take all of it, and they realize that it wasn't as nice as they expected, but you know, they are pretty big now, and it's actually pretty economically stable still. And with this, they will move but you know, they want to stay stable, so they're going to move their capital down to right here. Well, actually, no. They're going to move it to right here. Yeah, because I'm the one doing this. I'm the one who decides stuff. So they move their capital down there, so it's more stable. They can reach out to different areas. And I know that, like, last video or the video before last, I said something about trade routes, how I'm not going to do them. But this is how trade routes would work. I'm going to make them gray. Now, looking at this map, it's not perfect, but I mean, well, look, this is the center of the trade route, so I mean, you'll see a lot of lines here. There's going to be a lot of stuff I got to get rid of. Hopefully I could get rid of all of it. But you'll see that it feeds off into this country and even that country after it meets here. There's a major city right here, so that's where it feeds off from. It goes down here into this city, and it was going to go to this capital until it was like right here when they were going to turn it to the capital, so they had to turn it this way. because they moved their capital like while they were almost there, and actually they made the road, even the trade route, even go past their capital after. This one goes over here. That's about it. It does meet up with the capital, but you know, I didn't feel like doing all that. This one feeds in the Italy, and this over here. And yeah, you can just look and see. Yeah. But now I got to get rid of all that. Hopefully I can. So, really at this point in time, they are really just focusing on themselves. Well, except for this team, which is pro-expansionist. But they're not... What? They're not really expanding as much right now. Like, they've... Whoa. Whoops. They've expanded a little bit more this way. And yeah. But that's about it. It's not really much, but you know. But yeah, all these countries are basically focusing on themselves. This country is expanding more north, like from over here they expanded north, and they've kept expanding north. Over here technically, I'm just saying, I meant like away from the coastline really. Alright. But yeah, this is a very stable, more stable country than some of the other ones. Like, I'm pretty sure the most stable one right now would probably be, you know, if I'm being honest, I think it's this green team right here. Yeah, I think it's the Greek team. Not green, Greek. Macedonian. But yeah, they're mostly focusing on themselves and like getting more money, being economically stable, especially the red team, this one, after, you know, that huge loss. Huge loss. Kind of. But, you know, yeah, it's a huge loss. Oh yeah, their capital went away too. I gotta give them a whole nother capital. Right there. There we go. We're good. Making sure that all the capitals are the same size. Cause that one looked bigger than that one for some reason. It's fine. Yep, they're all the same size. But yeah, now they're just basically focusing on themselves. There's some that are, you know, kind of, you know, expanding. But there's not really much expanding going on. We have, and it's just basically just this team. They've expanded out to here. That is the right color, right? Yeah, it is. Couldn't tell. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's not much. They go along here, and they actually meet up with the other green team. And they can't really go much more north. Oh, whoops. Yeah, they can't really go much more north because of the Alps. If I do anything like that, it's just going to color in the whole thing because it's like the same. It's from the same color. Hold on. Then why does that one does it? I guess it's because it's not light enough. I don't know. But we will see one more before the video ends. We'll see one more really thing, one more civilization, and they're gonna be a color that we haven't seen yet, and they're gonna move because it kind of has to be. It isn't a color that we've seen yet, has it? It's a little close. Let's just go in. You know, they are just, yeah, blue. Why have I not done blue yet? There's not a single blue one. But yeah, we'll see a some people leave this country, go over here, and set up a civilization about right here. And quickly there'll be word about it, and some people are like against it in the country, this country, and some people are like, yay, let's go, you know. But, you know, it's really interesting seeing that there's more and more countries just popping out of nowhere. Like, there was one country here, and then out of this country, there was this country. Then out of that country, there were these two countries. Then out of these two countries, there was this country. And then out of this country, it was this country. Then that out of this. And then this out of this. This out of that, which was out of this. Sorry. And then this, which was out of this. And this, which was out of this, which was out of this, which was out of this. So, you know, it's really just... it's a lot to take in. And then this over here, that was out of this. Wow, I said this a lot. Count how many times I said this in that segment. But yeah, after this country fully expands to however much they want to, they actually get down all the way over here. And they will choose where they want their capital be. Capital B? Capital to be. Man, my English is not that good. But yeah, their capital will just be right up here. It's in the center of everything. They've learned that from these people. I wonder if I should just like start expanding with this. No, I don't like that. It looks better if it's just circle, you know? Because it's more, you know, weird. What is this? Oh no, I hate that. I hate that a lot. I hate that like a lot. No, get off. Oh, thank you. Okay. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna end this video. If you did enjoy, please consider subscribing and liking the video. I'd appreciate that. Again, on the screen. Okay, hold on. Before I know there's stuff on the screen right now, and you can click on it. You know, you probably know how to do that if you're watching my video. I don't know why you'd be just watching my video. I don't know. I'm just ranting on about stuff I like talking. If you couldn't tell. Before I do anything, I'm recording all this on May 28th. I want you to keep that in mind. May 28th. You'll probably see some of this in June. Like, this video is probably came out like June 4th or something. I have a video that I recorded on the 22nd of May that I still have not edited or posted. So I'm probably going to do that right after this. I'm going to upload all these to YouTube, but I'm not going to publish them yet. I'm going to edit them, and yeah. That's it. Thanks for watching, and God bless.